Episode 03 of 1001 Stories of Finance, or Questioned Before Dawn. It was usually well before dawn when Mrs. Sulia rose each day to go to the fishing spot and buy fish for her market shop. She moved with the quiet efficiency of someone who had done this for years, preparing for the trip as stillness lingered outside. On most mornings, her children, Musa and Murna, were already awake, watching their mother with concern. Sometimes they accompanied her to the fishing spot, but whether they followed or stayed behind, the twins always asked the same question. Mama, why do you have to go to the fishing spot so early? Mrs. Sulia never tired of answering, patiently, as though she expected the question every day. She said, I have to meet the canoe fishermen early when they offload the first round of fish caught overnight. If I'm late, I'll be left with what others have rejected, and that would mean buying poor fish and selling at a loss. Musa and Murna nodded, partly satisfied, helping their mother as much as she allowed. On some days, she went alone, leaving instructions and trusting her children to manage the home until her return in the evening. One afternoon, a customer approached her shop. Almost immediately, Mrs. Sulia recognized the woman as Fatia, a longtime friend from her youth. Recognition sparked a warm embrace, laughter and memories flowing freely between them. As their conversation deepened, it shifted from family matters to money and the future. Mrs. Sulia confided her worries. I want to make money forever, she said thoughtfully, but I worry about what will happen when I no longer have the strength to run this shop. The children don't seem interested in continuing the business. You know how these kids are. Fatia giggled gently. Your business is doing well, though, she said. As for my work, I'm a financial consultant. I help people invest wisely, both short-term and long-term, so they can achieve financial stability. Mrs. Sulia looked puzzled. Fatia continued. For someone like you, I would advise investing your profits into businesses you don't have to manage yourself. That way, when you're tired or too old to run the shop, you won't be afraid to stop working. The words caught Mrs. Sulia's attention immediately. That's exactly what I've been thinking, she said. But how would you help me do that? Fatia patiently explained the importance of investing wisely and avoiding schemes promising quick wealth. As they spoke, customers came and went, attended to by Mrs. Sulia's sales rep, leaving their discussion uninterrupted. Mrs. Sulia mentioned a group that had recently encouraged her to invest with them, but she hadn't yet, unsure what it truly meant. Fatia raised a cautioning hand. Sulia, you must be careful. Many investments out there aren't what they say. Let me help you verify everything before you put in your money. She promised to guide Mrs. Sulia carefully and protect her from losses. By the time Fatia left, Mrs. Sulia felt lighter, relieved, hopeful, and more certain than she had been in a long while. That evening, she shared everything with Musa and Murna. At first, the twins were skeptical, warning her not to trust anyone with her hard-earned money. Mrs. Sulia smiled gently. I won't have this strength forever, she said. I don't want to work until old age, walking to the fishing spot every day. I want to be comfortable when I grow older, even if I no longer run this fish business. After careful discussion, Musa recalled a finance story he had recently read, one that closely aligned with Fatia's advice. This helped Mona understand investing better, and together they agreed it made sense. From that day, Mrs. Sulia planned carefully. She started investing small amounts, always consulting Fatia before committing to anything new. She remembered both her children's warnings and Fatia's advice. It's your hard-earned money, be careful. 2 months later, a man in a sharp suit named Mr. Bello arrived at the market, carrying a leather briefcase and a booming voice. He gathered the traders, including Mrs. Sulia, and announced, "Why wait years for a harvest? Give me your money today for the Great Atlantic Poultry Scheme. We guarantee to triple your money in 30 days. No work, no risk, just wealth." The market paused. Traders, dreaming of escaping the scorching sun, reached for their purses. Mrs. Sulia felt a surge of excitement. If she tripled her money, she could open 2 more shops. Her hand moved toward her hidden tin of savings. Then she paused. She remembered Fatia's raised hand and the final story Musa had read. Taking a deep breath, she stepped forward, not with money, but with a question. "Mr. Bello," she said firmly, "how does this poultry farm triple money so fast when a chicken takes months to grow? And what happens to my money if the birds fall ill?" Mr. Bello's smile faltered. "It is a secret system, Mama. Don't worry about the birds. Worry about the profit." Isulia looked around at the traders, then back at him. "My friend, a financial consultant, told me," she said calmly, "if you don't understand how the money is made, you are not investing, you are gambling. I will keep my fish money." A month later, news swept through the market like a storm. Mr. Bello had vanished, and the Great Atlantic Poultry Scheme proved to be nothing but a ghost. Those who rushed in were left with empty pockets and bitter tears. That evening, Mrs. Sulia sat with Musa and Murna. She was not only relieved to have avoided Mr. Bello's deceit, she felt empowered. She had consulted Fatia often and invested modestly in verified businesses that paid steady, honest returns. "I won't become a millionaire overnight," Mrs. Sulia said with a smile. "Fatia says sound investments are a long-term game, and they are real." With each careful decision, Mrs. Sulia grew more confident that when old age finally came, she would live comfortably, secure in the knowledge that money would still come, even when the strength to work as hard as she once did was gone. Keep enjoying the episodes of 1001 Stories of Finance at 1001storiesoffinance.wordpress.com.